New at 6 tonight, a traveling tribute to our Vietnam veterans and those who lost their lives is sitting at John Hunt Park. Volunteers spent all day setting up the wall that heals.
And Way 31 is a proud sponsor of that wall. Some of the team members volunteered to help put those pieces together. Way 31's Alyssa Martin talked to veterans and volunteers. They explained to her why this wall means so much to so many.
All gave some, yet some gave all.
Actually, kind of overwhelming. It's quite an honor.
That's how some of the volunteers who are veterans themselves describe helping build the wall that heals in Huntsville. For hours this morning, dozens of volunteers from Way 31 and Intuitive Research and Technology spent time building the frame of the 375-foot-long wall. It's a smaller scale replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall in Washington, D.C. Some volunteers are already feeling the emotion of the wall as it's being built.
I'm feeling it already. You know, I see the wall as we're putting it up and we're setting it up, and those names on that wall, they gave it all for the freedom that we have right now.
My father was a retired Air Force and he served in Vietnam.
After the frame was built, the pieces of the wall with the names of the fallen were placed with 4 volunteer hands on each piece.
And we should understand how important it is to make sure that we respect what they did and the things that they endured.
The wall that heals will open to the public tomorrow and be on display until Sunday afternoon.
And Alyssa now Jones is live in the studio. Alyssa, what stood out to you the most about that whole thing?
Probably other than the massive volunteer effort that it took to put the wall together was definitely, in the last part of that video you saw, just how really meticulous it was for the volunteers to put every single piece of that wall in place. I mean, I was out there while they were telling the volunteers, you know, you have to have 2 people, no matter whether it was a small piece or the biggest piece, 2 people, 4 hands carrying each one, and then to see it passed off and then installed into that wall. And then again, just the volunteers and the veterans you heard in that story, many of them emotional, some of them, you know, also serving in past war and combat, and then some of their families also in the Vietnam War as well. So just Dan was out there too, and can attest to this volunteer effort that it took dozens of people.
Yeah, you really got a sense everybody who put their hands on that wall, in whatever fashion, really felt the importance.
So definitely go check it out tomorrow. They're opening at 1 to the public. It is free and will be there through Sunday. So I encourage everyone to go out there and see it.
All right, thanks, Alyssa. Thank you so much for doing that story.
No problem.
And if you would like to visit the wall that heals, it officially opens to the public tomorrow at 1. A welcoming ceremony at 5 will include the Medal of Honor recipients and Mayor Tommy Battle. You can visit the wall through Sunday. It's open 24 hours, but it will be dismantled Sunday at 2 o'clock after a service.